Guys, welcome back to Real Talk. Today we're going to talk about something that's revolutionary.
Revolutionary, huh? What is that?
Well, we're going to find out something that impacts both of us, or maybe three of us.
Okay.
This is your host, Edmund.
I am CK.
We're Southern California-based realtors. We bring you a little something every week to educate you and help you when it comes to your transaction to make sure.
We're going to make sure that you buy homes easy peasy
and hassle-free, right? Among us is the famous or infamous, depends on how you looked at it, Mr. Gary Watt.
Okay.
Hi.
Well, tell us why you're here, Gary.
Well, first I want to say sorry to your audience. 我知道很多人讲中文，对吧？
哦，yeah,
我也可以讲中文，但是我是广东人，廣東話。
廣東人啊。
廣東人係啊，我係 ABC 啦。
Okay.
So, but I feel more comfortable speaking English and pero hablo español también. I speak Spanish.
Nice.
And 日本語も喋れます。
Oh my goodness.
I speak a little Japanese as well. Lived in Japan, so just have a lot of different array of experience all over the world. But thank you for having me here today.
Oh, thank you.
The pleasure is ours, huh?
Well, we were talking about something revolutionary. Can you kind of unveil that and tell us what we're going to be doing here today?
Yeah, so I am an agent myself.
Okay.
I've been an agent for almost 10 years now, and I average around like 15 homes a year that I would sell. You know, I work by myself. We don't have a team or anything. I just am a solo agent selling homes, which I love. I love selling homes. I love working with buyers, sellers, everything like that. There's a lot of different agents as you go through your journey. You kind of deviate to certain things, like you're a broker now, right?
Yes.
And you like going to luxury and different things like that, and podcaster.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
We're always trying to up our game in different ways. So some people become flippers and flip houses and Airbnbs.
Kind of develop like the personality of what you want to do.
Personality is specialized also.
Yeah.
What I figured that I really like to do was explore technology. Any kind of technology.
Techie guys, huh?
All technology. Like even the stuff that you have here, like these DJI stuff, I love this kind of technology stuff.
Yeah.
I could actually feel the passion in everything. He speaks about technology and stuff like that.
So what does that bring you in terms of your journey on searching the technology?
So what we saw is that when we're looking at the technologies and tools that we have as an agent, right?
Okay, which is a lot actually.
We have a lot, but a major one that we do for our marketing, right? I said with Instagram, right? We post on Instagram, we post on 小红书, we post on WeChat, and all these social sites that we post, which I think is really good for agents to market. This is one of the first problems we saw. The buyers, where are they?
So you're doing all these things a lot of times for nothing.
The buyers are on Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, Compass.com, things like that. Why? So the question is why?
I agree, because there seems to be a disconnect between what agents are trying to do and thinking that's marketing. But actual buyers are actually coming in from whatever you just said, Zillow, Redfin, and so on.
All right, Mr. Connector.
So how do we connect these two, right?
Yes.
How do we put video content with MLS listings, right? So that's basically what we did, was put them together so that agents can promote themselves with an MLS listing right there. So when you look at a house, 3-bed, 2-bath in Roland Heights, that's beautiful and everything like that, you have a video of the agent front and center, especially the listing agent front and center, telling you about the house and everything like that. But what if it's my listing, right? And I invite 40 of the major buyers agents around and say, why don't you come over, do some videos, because if you have, let's say, 200 followers, 1,000 followers, 4,000 followers, 10,000 followers.
Well, the credibility is going to be there.
Well, as a listing agent also, it brings more exposure, which is what the listing agent is supposed to be doing. That's why they have the marketing cost at 2.5% that goes to the other side also, right? To bring your buyer. My job as a listing agent would be to get as most exposure as I can for this listing.
Makes sense.
Right.
And I do it through video content. But now here's the great thing about that.
I
was talking to you about Roland Heights and Walnut. What's the difference? And we're like, oh, the prices are about the same or whatever, or some are higher, some are lower, or the country, right? What is the country? You know, people that don't know the country, it's this exclusive neighborhood.
Again, the disconnect, right?
So how do you find out? You say, oh, but this house is in the country, this house, what is it like to live in the country, and why would people like to live in the country? And the reason is that if you look at a listing, it says it's in the country. You're like, what does that mean, right?
But
there you have a video showing the agent talking about, gated community, how serene it is, the views, the quiet, the nature even involved, what it's like to live in this area so that we can be in there. In fact, like, I don't know if you know, but I lived in Pasadena, Arcadia, San Gabriel all my life. We had an open house, and there was a place, and I have never been to this place, Quinoa Mesa. I have never been in that community.
Never heard of it myself.
Sounds like somewhere in Mexico.
But it's in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It's allowing agents to showcase their specialized community.
Okay, so it's doing something different because, you know, even if I'm a buyer today, you know, when I go Zillow or Redfin, whatever it is, you know, I'm going to look at homes in Pasadena, but then I'm going to see, you know, it's both the same sizes, but why at the same size this could cost so much more and this could cost so much less, because there's going to be factors where, you know, you just mentioned about the community in Pasadena where it's serene, private, that people don't know, and usually that comes with a higher price tag.
No, not just that, but it's the local highlights. So I live in a not serene place. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm right on Lake and Cordova, right downstairs. I have vitamin shop, ramen shop, coffee stores, bars, restaurants, things like that.
I love
You
that,
warned me. I thought you were gonna say,
actually.
I thought you were gonna say it's the hood.
But you know what I mean? I love living there because of all these amenities. But when I look at the listing of my apartment, you know what I see? A box.
Yeah. It is true.
Yeah, that's true.
But they never showcase the amazing life that you can have when you walk downstairs. So imagine I'm listing this property. And I say, hey, look, I'm going to take you downstairs right now and I'm going to show you this amazing ramen shop. And you take them downstairs and you're eating ramen, you're going to this bar, you're going to this coffee shop, you're going to Sugarfish. That's what you're selling. You're not just, what we see is that people aren't just buying a house, but they're looking to discover home.
So
that's true. That's
basically, you're marrying into a lifestyle. But prior to do that, there isn't a centralized place on the internet. You can
There's nowhere on the internet
into something. I mean, you can Google all day long.
There is this one website. I'm not gonna name it out, you know, for whatever purposes. But it starts with L, and then the second word is R. So it's a website where, you know, when you put a listing in there, they have that marketing stuff, and then they show you, you know, what's the parks and the restaurant around the area. That's the closest thing, though. But what Gary just said, right?
But everything's so
is
like
2 steps more
disconnected and segregated, right?
But here's the thing also, you're a broker, you have 500 agents here. What if you can get the face of an agent to sell that property, but not just sell the property, sell the neighborhood?
Even better. That's actually what it means to be a listing agent. Not just about the home, but knowing about the neighborhood.
Well, again, the lifestyle, right?
Yeah, the lifestyle in the area, because they have to know about that in order to say, you know, this home is worth this price. That's why this is the asking price for, right?
So am I hearing it correct? This is some kind of a app or something like that?
So it's an app that combines almost like Xiaohongshu, combines with Zillow.
So it's an app with the attitude. Right? I mean, it comes with the social media.
It comes with the attitude because it comes with your agent's attitudes, which is great. I mean,
personality.
I always think girls, and this is not to be biased to girls, but girls always do better on social media. They're prettier than us, you know? Right?
No argument with that. I think we can agree with that, you know. But
and I could see myself looking at these things, right? And I'm looking at this house in Texas, and I see this really pretty girl, and I'm like, oh, she's like, hey, I'll show you these homes, right? And I'm looking at more than the home.
That's a little too seductive for me. I mean,
but what it is also, I might really like that, but guess what? My wife is like, that is not your agent. You're not going to Texas and following her all around and going homes, right? I mean, like everyone, what's interesting about that is that everyone can carve out the niche. Let's say Beverly Hills, you have all these agents that are Persian, let's just say, but you're the one Chinese agent that's speaking Chinese. Who are you targeting? Or you're speaking Hindi. Or you're the one that goes and walks out or just shows the plumbing of every house.
That is pretty cool.
You get to specialize about what you're showcasing.
Okay, that's actually very cool. That gives a lot of things for, you know, buyers or any consumer who's going to, you know, digest or digest this content about, you know, the actual community itself and the neighborhood. They're going to know more about that without being there first.
Right. So now, what is this app called?
It's called Hometown.
Oh my goodness. We had the answer right in front of us all the time.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I thought you really liked this buffet place, and then I was like, hey, wait.
Well, we spelled the H-O-M-M, right?
That's a cool T-shirt. I need one of those.
I know, right? We only have them in small.
Damn it.
That means you gotta lose weight.
Yeah, I gotta lose weight. That's a New Year resolution right there. That's pretty awesome, man.
One thing is, I want to show you one more thing, is that because I'm an agent, because I am an active agent selling homes all the time, right? We hired a team to build this for us, but we designed every touch point. But we thought, if we're gonna build an app like this, we might as well build in all the tools we need also.
That's true. Right. So it's built for agent by agent. Can I say that?
Yes.
Right. So you know the kind of a pain that we go through.
Pain points.
So that's not another BS generic Zillow app.
It's not just another. Well, it's not just another Instagram or another social media. We want to make it a very practical thing also. So that once you get it, let's say social media works only if it's a very social thing. If there's buyers and agents uploading stuff, right? But even without that, usually for me to schedule like homes, like let's say a client sends me 4 Zillow links, it'll take me 20 to 30 minutes to do it.
Sounds about right.
I have to get a computer, I have to open the maps, and then open this, and the calendars, and then I open the MLS, and then I search the address. I mean, there's a lot of processes that we go through. We looked at that, but with my app, literally it'll take 5 minutes or less.
Wow.
Here, I just want to say real quick, okay? If you're a buyer and you look at your agent, they're very free. You know, they're not like scheduling showings and they're not busy. They might be, not so great agent, or they might be using Hometown app very soon.
We want efficiency because
efficient agent.
Agents should be spending time on what? Money generating activities. Prospecting. Talking to clients. Face to face. Right. Not on menial tasks like this, like CMAs, where there's a CMA factor also.
And many agents are not that savvy with that too. They're not very good with it, to be very honest.
No, but then again, I think CK has a point. Like your agent is too chilling, too chill, right? It's
true.
I mean, a lot of times they probably know what they're doing if they're doing a good amount of business. In this case, they may be utilizing Hometown for all we know.
Well, Hometown is actually not even out yet.
Are you serious?
So what I want to say, So we are still in development, but we've been promoting this for about a year. But what we want to do is we want to collaborate and partner with brokerages. And with the community as well. So with you guys, what we're doing is that we're helping your agents. We host social media mastermind classes where we're teaching agents how to do these classes and how to use the app so that their business could be more efficient as well.
That's pretty cool. So you guys are kind of, in a sense, asking for partners to partner up with agents, right?
Partner with agents and partner with brokers as well.
To be honest,
to help their business.
I'm going to be scared if they don't want to partner up with us because they don't want to get feedback from, by the agents for the agents, right?
I mean, 100%. Some people are afraid for changes. Some people are all in there for themselves.
It's actually not a change. It's the same thing that they're doing, but just more efficient.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Don't get me wrong. The MLS is obviously a great website, great service for agents and everyone else and so on.
But it's not so easy to use.
It's not user-friendly. There's so many great things you can do from the MLS. But a lot of agents, like I told you, they're not tech savvy or they just don't have the time. They wouldn't know how to utilize it. Now, what I'm seeing is Hometown's trying to, digest that so that it's in a more simple format for agents to use, correct?
100%.
So for those who, grew up playing Nintendo like this is kind of like a Game Shark. This is like a cheat code, right?
Maybe.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, B, A, B?
Yeah. For the MLS.
Superpower.
Superpower,
All right.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome, Gary.
So I thank you for having me here, because really what we want to do is not just help consumers, buyers, and sellers also, but really help agents. And, with you having 500 agents here, we really want to make their business more efficient.
That is true. I do agree with that.
More efficiency, more transparency, right?
If anything, our platform over here during all this time is number one, knowledge for buyers, sellers, and also real estate agents.
That's right.
So if anything, we feel like there's an app that's going to empower an agent or buyers in future in order to make decisions a lot better. The whole process is easier. That's all what we're for, right?
Well, that's hometown for you guys. So if there's something that you like, when can we expect to see this on the market?
Probably in a month.
In a month.
That's actually very close.
It's very close. We're gonna probably have a launch party in April. So
I'm gonna. Am I invited though?
You're always invited. Come on, guys.
Okay, awesome. Then I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for sure.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you enjoy contents like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment and like the video. And we'll bring
Thumbs
you
up.
more stuff like this for you guys in the future. Thank you, Gary, for being on our show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary.
We'll be seeing all you guys around.
Yep. Bye.
Love you guys.